Good evening, Rando Runners. We are here with week 3, casual boots of the ALTTPR League. We have teams Pepega Patrol, Pepega Patrol, and It's Always Sunny in Pendant Pod, each with one win underneath their belt. We have Picks versus Pool Float. This should be a good seed. Hopefully, we have a Psyduck and a Ninja Turtle as their sprites today. My name is Conan Turan. I will be your commentator. I have a co-commentator of Mocha Jones, currently AFK right now, but he will be back momentarily. And I want to give a good thank you to our tracker, Akutesh?
Akatesh.
Akatesh.
Is it not?
There's no T. Akuish.
Akuhesh.
Akuish.
I've
I'm sorry, we should have asked how to pronounce it earlier. But the runner should be here. Akuhaish.
Akuhaish.
Akuhaish. Okay. Got it. The runner should be getting off here any second. Now.
All right, so casual boots. How you feel about this week?
Oh, I casual boots is nice. Oh, well, looks like one of the crops are a little bit off, but hopefully we'll get that sorted here shortly. Casual boots are good. Boots are fast. Quake is good. We like Quake. Quake is one of the 3 medallions that we might need.
Hey, do you know that Turtle Rock requires Ether, Bombos, or Quake?
Oh, what? No, I had no idea. Thank you for letting me know. I really shouldn't be commenting. I don't know why they let me comment, but you know, I'm here, so I will make do and fumble my way through. So this is standard mode. It's the same thing we've seen hundreds of times. Uncle giving us just a piece of heart, and the Uncle's chest giving us 20 bucks. One thing that makes this slightly different, casual boots, normally in standards, you want to get those bombs. Those bombs are good, because those bombs let you get to the back of escape. But we don't have to worry about that, because we have boots, which means we can just bonk the back, so you won't be seeing our runners farm that much for bombs in escape like you might normally see.
Yeah, and that's always good, especially, you know, in a race setting where you're not wanting to slow down to farm bombs. No, that's always a good thing. But I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
We start out with boots. Is there going to be something on Lumberjack?
I'm gonna say no. Because now that we have boots, why would it put something, give us, you know, boots if it was gonna put something nice and easy to put there?
Because, you know, Lumberjack 2 would require us to have, I don't know, an Agaseed.
Dude, I've seen too many of those this week. The one I calmed earlier today was very close. They are running through the escape here. We have our next check in the back. Oh, we have 2 of our 3 medallions in the escape sequence.
So, when I was much younger than I am right now, there's this thing called arcades where you could go into and play video games all the time. And you would put these coins, like, on the machine you want to play next. And I think that's what this seed is saying. It's like, hey, here's a coin. Next person,
continue.
please.
Next, right? If this keeps on, we might not have to have any medallion guessing games. We'll just know without having to check them. Picks there opting to do those 8 flashes at that guard to beat it. Slightly more dangerous, but you know, faster. While Pool Float takes the safer but slightly slower route of throwing those pots at it. You only need 2 of them. It's not that bad.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a map. I've seen a key. So, back of escape, do they see a map? Are we gonna be able to skip the Sank chest?
Maybe. But are the runners keeping track?
That's the escape dream, you know?
Yeah. Both runners remembering that with boots, actually, that slower path is faster because there's less turns and boots are fast. Anytime you can be using boots is good. What do you think the chances of getting our third medallion in the back here? So just you know, going on mistake, all the magic, all the medallions up and good and going.
How many checks have we had so far? Divide that by the number of checks we have left.
It's the chances are not good, I'll tell you that. But I mean, we got the two. I mean, I'm not gonna call them less important medallions, but less influential medallions. With Bombos obviously also giving you access to Ice Palace. The Quake and the Ether medallions doing slightly less than that. But again, still very useful because we are 2/3 the way of getting access to those medallions dungeons without even having to know what they are.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if I'm one of the runners, I don't even think about that. I just go mode, and if a pendant or if a medallion dungeon needs a medallion I don't have, that's
when you
unlucky.
panic. That's when you start to panic. Like, oh, what did I leave behind? But that's still quite a far off. We have the entire game ahead of us. As Pool Float is getting to the Pix, is getting to the back here.
Oh, Key Rat's running away.
Piece of Heart, some bombs, which are always good to see, and there's the map. Looks like we are opening Sank Chest this time.
The runner's just gonna have it today. It's all right. Maybe Zelda will put the last coin in Sank Chest.
We Pix.
Did we get ropes?
Is he just trolling us?
I am not sure. Oh, we do get a Master Sword for our troubles, though.
I like that one.
So, do we want to see a lamp?
I mean, I'd want to. Yeah, I want to see a lamp.
And we do see a map check.
Looks like I saw a crystal on Eastern Palace. I did not get to see what was on Hera or.
I will wait for the restream.
Yes, it was a very quick map check, and I blinked and missed it.
Or we're not missing anything in Bonk Rocks, because that's just 10 sticks.
Okay, it looks like we have a green pendant on Desert Palace and a pendant on Hera as well.
Oh, fun! So you know what that means, right?
Our Dark World is loaded with all the crystals, all the good stuff. Tier 1 pull looks like it's red rupees. I like that. That's probably one of the better tier. Oh no! Pool Float accidentally killed the bush crab. It looks like it's just bombs on Lumberjack as well. You know, again, it's not going to put anything there because it gave us boots already. And now he's trying for that bush crab a second time, just magic. But yeah, that 20, the red rupee on the tree pull there, tier 1 tree pull at that, I think that was tier 1. No, it would be tier 2, because they went through escape. Slightly harder to set up, but, I mean, you know, thinking about it, kill some enemies, pull it again later when you need money.
Yeah, or just pull it right now outside of, or in the Lost Woods. Doubt any of our runners would do that, though.
But we are headed into CAC now with 3 bombs, which is the right amount of bombs to go into CAC with.
I mean, if they want to, they can bonk these bonk rocks over next to the fortune teller, but I see that at least Pix is not.
And you already have 3. You don't. I mean, that is all that you need for.
Or at least CAC.
For your CAC stuff, you know, you always need more bombs, but the chance of you getting bombs in CAC is pretty good.
Like right here, we get bombs.
I say that.
And we
some
get
shiny blue duck in our future. and a tag team swap for our pool floats. I don't know their names. I'm sorry.
So we went from Michelangelo to what looks like Donatello.
Okay.
Who, by the way, is the best turtle.
The best turtle?
And we are also on fire with that fire right there.
Mm-hmm. That'll be useful. Given that we know that two of our Dark World dungeons are going to be needing that fire rod to finish it, and at least one of them are going to be a crystal, because we only have one pendant in there. So it will definitely be required this seed. Ooh, early bow.
That is, and a
And
lamp.
a lamp! Ooh, come on! That's Aga. Master Sword and lamp?
Yeah, but we can clear a crystal dungeon right now though, cause they can go ahead and clear Eastern.
But I mean, it could still give us nothing, and we could still have an Aga seed. Because we have no boots or no gloves and no. Look, I'm happy whenever I get access to Aga.
We still have South Shore. Come on. No, watch this. Watch this. We're going to do all the South Shore. Go do Eastern. There's not going to be anything. They're going to go to Aga, and then there's going to be something in Agina's cave.
Okay, they still need 2 items though, so it couldn't just be in Agina's cave.
That's true. And chat, I know which turtle is which. I'm saying that's purple. It's not blue. Because I want to believe it's purple, not blue.
See, I believed you. I didn't know. Chat's calling you out here. I missed what that was.
It's a groupie.
Okay.
So you want to know the cool thing about boots?
You go fast?
You can set up water walk if our runners decide to do that.
Yes, we can. But we don't yet have the Moon Pearl, which means that we're gonna have to do some weird routing to make all those checks work.
We don't have to worry about that right now, though. They're making the Eastern play right now.
I mean, you got the bow. I can't blame them here. You've got the bow and the lamp. Eastern Palace is fully in logic and clearable. Why wouldn't you go and do this? Especially when it is your only crystal dungeon, as you mentioned earlier, in the overworld.
I do want to note that if they want it later, there is Red Mail on Hylia Island. That's only if they want it. If they want to be what does Uncle say at the beginning of some of these seeds? Red Mail's for what?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to his text, honestly.
Button masher, you.
No, I just don't play standard seeds. I mostly go with open. But we are now into Eastern. Picks, yep. Spin speed or boot speed, hook speed, whatever you call it. You go fast, but sometimes going fast makes it hard to control. Ooh, pull float.
That's for sure.
That
was some deft dodging there.
I mean, yeah. Grabbing some more money.
Preparing for Zora?
I guess. Although if I was preparing for Zora, I would probably go for the rupee room in the back of Eastern and not just those, with how far away you are.
Thank you, Rambler. Red mail is for cowards. Oh, there's a Moon Pearl.
But there's our Moon Pearl.
Orb.
This isn't Super Mario speedrunning. The wrong speedrunning community. I mean, I'm sure there's some overlap, a little bit, but
I'm pretty sure they do it whenever they see
anything that's round in a video game.
Anything that's round in a video game.
But that is, what, 2 items that we've seen so far in here.
Yes,
So
I
there's
believe
still one
so.
more.
Oh, there's a big key. So is it big chest? Not have to go to vanilla big key?
Can we get that lucky?
Nope.
No, we cannot.
Okay, so who's gonna gamble? Who's gonna gamble on straight back?
The Pix looks like Pix is gambling. Pix says
Oh, we
nah.
have the gamble. We have divergence here at the very beginning. It only takes going into a dungeon.
These runners have been kind of just on each other's heels throughout the entire escapement so far. But yes, divergence. We love to see it. Will the gamble pay off? We will know here
Right.
by Pool Float stream before we know on Pix side.
I mean, we did get that lamp, so this is in logic. Just
Yes,
throwing that out there. And
it's
it's the
Pizza
last
Hut.
item.
Ooh, now here's the question. Will Pix go back in? Or will you just abandon it? Will you say, oh, well, wow, that's a lot of bombs.
Oh, if only
You
we
weren't
could
full-on
overflow
bombs
bombs.
before, you are now.
I think at this point in the game,
Ooh, that's
like
unfortunate. But recovers quickly and still manages to get most of them down in that first spin cycle there. And the quick arrow shoots and still goes down fairly quickly.
And we have our first crystal in under
15 minutes?
1550.
Yeah, 15 minutes in. First
15.
dungeon down.
Alright. Alright, so does Pix go back in?
That's the question.
Save and quit.
No. I mean, right choice. We know that. He doesn't. She doesn't. Do we know if Pix is...
Pix is a he.
Pix is a he, okay.
I believe. Because Pix was in the mentor tournament, and I was his mentor won the races.
I see our tracker viciously typing. Probably got to correct us and tell us. Yeah, it is a he.
Okay, so we do see Pix going to a mini Mordorn cave. Skipping the dam area right now. Ooh, nice double there.
I've seen a runner do that today.
I've seen... Oh, never mind. There's a flute. I'm not going to say anything else. That was a flute.
And group money and... Oh, that's a good item to find early. Boots and a flute. We are very mobile this seed.
Now, if only we had a hook shot.
Come on, Ice Hard Cave. You know you want to.
More divergence. Okay, Pool Float is heading indeed into the dam.
Now, that's the second time we've seen Pix kind of skip checks you would usually do. That being said, the dam is much oh, but we do get our gloves. But that alone is not enough to get us beyond Aghanim. We might still see ourselves in an Agaseed here.
Alright, what I was going to say before I saw that flute was I have seen runners recently. Oh my goodness, he could have had Titan Smiths.
Oh, well, rip Aga.
Just ignore anything I'm about to say, because something good is going to happen whenever I try and say something. But I've seen recently runners split up, go from South Shore to Ice Rock Cave and then go down to Agina. So I have seen that recently.
But Pix continuing these out of logic checks. Going to be heading up to Waterfall Ferry, and we have enough money for Zora as well. Depending on how they route this, I don't know if They don't have access to the ledge.
No, and since we've defeated Armos, I believe that like changes the value for setting up water walk with arrows.
Does it? That is beyond my knowledge.
I'm pretty sure someone in chat can correct me, but I'm pretty sure that's like a flag or something.
Full float. Setting up the water walk though. Actually, does this save the water walk state?
No, Moon
just
Pearl.
Pizza Heart.
We got Moon Pearl.
Oh no, he activated here. Okay. But pool float is checking. Yep, finds that red mail and probably won't be seeing that again.
And quick save and quit here from Pix.
I imagine we'll go see them head straight to Kakariko to enable that flute. That just saves so much time. And then possibly head up the mountain after that.
That, or we may see them go to 7, go ahead and check the dam. Or
we might
go from 6 to 7. Because having that flute makes it so much easier to go and check desert area.
Yeah, and there is, the ledge. We can go see. And then, what is Full Float doing? Oh, yeah, so Full Float decided to go in here because it was explained in chat on an earlier race, but apparently you can save the triggering of Water Walk, so you can just trigger it on that seed? Or he's just going backwards? I don't know what he's doing. Did he not check Hobo?
I don't think he checked Hobo. Pix is doing what I just suggested and fluting to 7 or fluting to 6, checking out desert area.
This is some interesting routing of this by Pool Float. I mean, I know it's faster to run on water, but is it faster than checking this first to come all the way back?
I don't know.
But Agina is keeping his mushrooms in the back.
The special stash back there.
Which we might actually... That was a save and quit, so maybe we'll see a flute to 2. And turn it in and possible... Yep, and then a possible... hard quit here if it's not something good.
You mean scumming the fungus?
Yes. Exactly what I mean. I imagine we're going to see a reset here. Is he pondering? Yep. There it is. There's the reset. So now we have that just in case we get the red cane before we get the powder. We can still avoid having to get the powder to get Magic Bat.
Yes. Okay.
But noticeably, Pix doesn't have the mitts yet. Hopefully they're going up the mountain first. They are really committed to not going to dam. Oh.
Okay. So we did get a map check. Our last pendant looked like it was Thieves Town, and our red crystals,
Mire.
Red crystals at Mire and Ice. Wait, is that vanilla?
Maybe Mire.
That is vanilla.
Yes, it is. Yep, we have vanilla red crystals.
Is this even randomized?
We almost have vanilla pendants. Like, I agree.
Alright, so Pool Float going into Dark World, immediately going to clear out Crystal Skull Woods because, hey, we got Fire Rod super early.
We can do this. We have Master Sword. Don't have any, like, half magic or bottle refill on magic, so gotta be a little careful with that, but hopefully Master Sword makes Mothula not too terrible. We also do have a mail upgrade, so that's nice. But Pix giving us a thing that looked like a red rupee. Nothing else you can do on the mountain right now. Now will you be going to dam and getting
I would imagine you have to. Because I
That's really
believe
all you
that's the
got
only
left.
thing.
It's not going down. Is the flute in there? I mean, that might be slightly faster. Yep. Go pick up your mitts and get those Dark World access. Not too often that you see Dam being a last location for Dark World access.
Alright, so with the route that Pool Float took in here, we don't know where anything is. Because just went straight to the back.
I mean, when you have access, that's the right call. It's a crystal dungeon. You're going to have to come back here. If you get both items back here, you can just skip the front completely.
Exactly.
So
There's
this
Pix
is
getting...
absolutely a really good way. And
that's
easy
a very nice
work
fight.
of that moth fight. That makes that look so much better. But get the map, so we are going to have to head up into the back here. Or into the front. With Pix very closely on his heels. Going into the Dark World for their first time through this portal. See if they continue to go up and yeah, Ice Meyer, yep.
So I have something that can still make this a magazine.
Ooh, are you talking about Hammer on Pyramid Ledge or in Pod?
I'm talking about Hammer on Pyramid Ledge.
Or I guess
or
also
in Pod.
Quakefish. Although that one can be skipped if you know like Kern Jump, I think it's called.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one can be skipped. But yes, that could be a logically required Aga Seed.
Just saying. Logically required.
I don't know if Pix meant to fall down.
It was something over here. I think it was a key. The compass. There's our first item with $300. I think our last item is in the big chest, if I'm counting things correctly. Because I believe that's a small key.
It could be a pinball room, couldn't it?
Is that still not gonna be a key?
I thought they unbound that from being a key.
Okay,
Yep.
That's our second item.
Yep. But now you have to save a foot. That's your only way out of here. That's why like dropping down that part is a little weird.
That was unlucky.
But Float here, being able to open this door and go in around this way, we'll be able to get that item first. Know that there's nothing in Pod or in Skull Woods, so should after this head right to the back and kill Mothula. Pix is back in Skull Woods.
Yeah, Pix didn't beat Moth. Pix went to the front first.
Wow. See, my lefts from my rights. I can't tell which one beat Moth.
All right, are we heading? We're heading east.
Yeah, check Bumper Ledge. We have possibly Kern Jump here.
That's what I'm wondering.
I think that's unless he's just wanted. Yeah, he just wanted to check a Bumper Ledge.
Yeah, we're not going to see that item today.
No.
So finally, in Village of Outcast, we're gonna have to beat Blind.
Hopefully not.
I mean, for our runner's sake, I hope not. For chat's sake, I hope we have to do all the dungeons.
Aghanim is dead, but, you know, we could still have a pet seed. Wait, could we have a pet seed? I haven't actually looked.
I mean...
Desert, Hera,
yeah,
we could totally have a pet seed.
Ashrock could be on ped.
Oh, really easy. Yeah.
The Bombos could be on ped, and that be the medallions required for everything.
We could also have Red Cane on ped. We could have Book on ped with something there required. But ped is still very much alive. There's lots of things that could be there. But right now we are not in ped. We're pretty far away from that. Let's focus on Thieves Town, which so far hasn't been giving us too much. I think that was the second item. Looks like they are noping out of the back though. Just checking the front. Yeah.
Yeah, with Blue Mail, that's gonna be like a lot of time spent trying to death warp. I would at least tried, so that way I can find some items. If I die on the way, I die on the way, you know?
I think we got 2 items in the front. So there's only 2 left.
I don't believe there's anything of note.
But yeah, we didn't get anything of note.
I believe that was Ether.
Was it Ether? I
Meyer?
The stream that we're watching a little pixelated on the corners there, and I couldn't catch it.
Oh, and there's
we do
bacon.
Get a bacon sword. It was in fact Ether. I looked at the restream. The Misery Mire today is Ether.
So we're about to do some walking, and Poolfloat's got that idea that we're walking today. So, are we taking a world tour with the frog? One dig?
Dude, I have. Okay. Little side. My match earlier this week was a 1 dig. The match that I comped earlier today was a 1 dig, and this was a 1 dig. What? Everything's 1 dig. I love it. Whoever made that change, thank you.
You get 1 dig, and you get 1 dig.
Everyone gets 1 dig. And Jeremiah gets a world tour.
Just want to note that is our first bottle, so whenever we get back to CAC and Light World, we're turning that in.
Yep. Nope. I think Bullfloat was about to go to Cave 45 there, but no mirror.
Can't do that quite yet.
Not quite yet. Yes, indeed. We do get ourselves a nice hype cave here. Are you ready to rate yourself a hype cave on how hype it's going to be?
Yeah. I always start at like -17, just cause of how hype caves have been recently.
Oh!
Never mind. Just ice that prediction right there.
We are not gonna have an ice rod hunt seed this time because generous guy, right there, nice and generous. But that is the end of the world tour for Jeremiah, as we are now saving and quitting back to the light world. Going to be quickly turning him in.
Do we see King's Tomb?
We might see a King's Tomb here. Okay, I lied. We have a slightly longer world tour.
I mean, we're paying our respects with the blacksmith. So
yeah, and you can see Pix here is pre-damaging, so you know that Pix is also not going to leave here. They have run into a few enemies very much out of their way. But this makes smart. They know they have blue mail, and it takes a long time to take any damage with it. Getting that death warp ready. Meanwhile, Sick Kid here, playing with something he probably shouldn't. It's probably good we took those away from him.
I mean, it's not 4th of July, so there's no point for him to have it anymore. Plus, why would you be playing with them in your bed?
Ooh, that's a
mirror.
fun place for the mirror.
Wow, mountain?
That's yeah, that gives us Hera. I mean, that's another you know, like another key towards pedestal, because that gives us access to Hera. And desert. Ooh, we have access to desert and Hera.
So just throwing it out there. We still haven't found a hammer.
We still haven't found hammer.
Pretty sure,
is hammer on bed.
Pretty sure Pull Float is heading to. That's like K45 right now.
Maybe
not. Oh,
Magic
purple
bat.
chest.
No, purple chest. Right.
Purple chest 2K45, and then turn it in probably.
Yeah. What else do we have? We have no logical access to Pod, so we don't have any way of getting over there. Well, okay, that's a lie. We have Aga access over there.
Yeah, we need, like, it's either an Aga seed or we're current jumping.
Yeah. Here's the other question.
Powder? Oh my goodness.
Okay. That gives us Magic Bat with the mirror.
More quests. I heard you fed a Fetch quest. We gave Fetch quest to your Fetch quest so you can do more Fetch quest.
Indeed. But we will get that lunchbox turned in here. What do you think the next thing is going to be? Someone in chat is pointing out Mire is open. Can't beat it, but you can get everything in it. With 2 items. It's not a lot of items. But Desert Palace, you could also get stuff in.
There's
so this is actually
which can be checked right now. It's almost like I'm having to shut out half of the map because we can't get there.
Yeah. Not logically, at least.
I honestly think I would have made the play up the mountain whenever I got Mirror, because that's the only way to get up there right now. But it's also less dense in checks. Oh, there's a hook shot. Remember what I was saying about going up the mountain?
Yeah,
I would
that's looking
definitely
pretty good.
go up the mountain now.
It is looking pretty good. Now, you do that before dipping. Wait. Oh, did Pool Float not check Agina?
No.
Okay.
Pool Float. This is full. Their first time over here.
Good chance to check it. Meanwhile, Pix is grabbing their mirror from the Smiths. How they didn't break it with their hammers, I don't know, but they managed.
No.
Maybe the glass was just hot enough to where it just bent, and then they just gave it to them cold. It looks like we are getting a refill?
Oh, no, we saw Pix turn in the mushroom, but Pool Float hasn't turned in the mushroom yet.
That's true.
So we might see a refill here. Although, was it red goo, I think, was in the... Did they use it?
Yeah. Yeah, they used the red goo.
Okay, yep. Trading it in for a blue goo with this much money, I don't see that being a problem.
Yeah, we do see Pix going into desert. I wonder if they will clear it.
It's 2 rather quick checks, so I don't blame him. This is a perfectly valid play. I would probably not go into Mire, though. I would head up the mountain before going into Mire, just because the density up there is so good. Because you have all of Light World and Dark World Mountain now at your fingertips.
Oh, our hammer!
He is rewarded with the hammer.
Oh my goodness! So
well,
agate is officially not required.
Dead. Not required. Unfortunately. Oh well. Yeah, that opens up pod for us. I imagine we'll be seeing that not too distant future.
Yeah, probably after this hook shot, we'll probably see pod.
Well, here's the question though. Would you just go to? I mean, I might even go to pod before going up the mountain. Because
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Full clear
go to
pod. And if you get access to go to, you get your flippers.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's it.
Swamp, you can.
Yeah, go to pod now. Is what I was saying. Not even touched the mountain yet. Just go straight to pod.
Yeah. Mountain was a good play, you know, like before we got the hammer. Now mountains, still a lot of checks up there, but there's other, you know, always be clearing dungeons. I believe that is
but
it's
always be clearing
crystal dungeons.
Crystal dungeons, not pendants. Who touches a pendant dungeon unless it's pendant
but
pod?
Pod's crystal.
Exactly. So we have to go into pod anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Clear pod, and then hope for flippers in here. Go clear swamp.
I would like to note that Quake is for TR.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah. Oh, and there's a red cane.
This way. Oh, okay. And there's Meyer. Now we go.
And there's butter.
This has been a very friendly seed so far. But yeah, picks following that hammer into pod. Let's see what secrets pods hold for us today. We know that pod, as has been described to me a few times now, like a mullet. It's all business in the front, party in the back. There are 4 keys that have to be in the front half here. Due to key logic. At least 4 keys. At least
I've
4
seen
keys.
5. I have yet to see the mythical 6.
But there's another key. I always like clearing out this front part here and only finding 3 keys, because then you can just skip the vanilla big key location.
Oh, that's always fun.
It is.
Half magic!
Ooh, yes. Chat pointing out that that red cane that Pull Float got is very good for him, because that could lead him down to Meyer, because Meyer is now a clearable dungeon for him. And that would also lead him hopefully to quick mirror over to pod, or not pod, Eastern, and doing that. So hopefully they're not too far behind getting their hammer after doing these Death Mountain checks.
Yeah, I would definitely have to agree with that. I do hope that they actually do go in the desert.
Is Squishy in there?
Mainly because
Where's Squishy?
if you're just missing, say, just a hammer, we don't necessarily... But yeah, we do need flippers in this scene. Never mind.
We need flippers.
We do need flippers.
The Swamp Palace is a thing, and you can't
Swamp is a thing. We can't fake flipper logically ever in Swamp Palace. Anyway,
legally, we can't fake Fippler in there legally.
Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah.
Are we getting Spike Cave? Are we getting Hera?
I could see either one here. Oh, has he not done Spec Rock yet?
No. Thing went straight. Oh, didn't go. Okay.
Oh, Interesting. I mean, okay, you're not doing Hera. I get it. But go to Meyer, please. Come on, Pool Float. Let's see that Meyer.
Hey, we got 3 keys. That
Six?
means we
Yes.
go to Harmless Hellway and get a compass.
And this is what we want Pool Float to do. Go in here, either do Desert first or afterwards. It doesn't really matter because you can full clear Meyer probably first because that makes more sense.
Yeah, agreed. Is Pig setting up for a death warp? Or are they just...
I don't see why. You have the mirror. Unless they're just, you know, habit, I guess. Maybe? Blue Ruby.
Oh, there's the mirror.
There's the mirror use, yep. And now we just have the back.
Those jellies are not being nice.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the only thing we're looking for at this point is flippers. And we're in go mode. Or no mode.
I believe so. Yeah, that's the only thing we need.
And technically, those flippers could still be on Ped. Just gotta point that out there, all you Ped fans.
And it's a Godmire.
Only when you don't need it.
Which makes... Do you just... Nope, never mind. Would have gone already to the back.
Trying to get the fairy. There we go.
Biggs needs to be careful here, as he only has 2.
Yeah, but you got...
That's both items. Both items
Ooh.
in... Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
that's a pretty good Meyer still. Like, that's a pretty decent Meyer.
What is that, 3 checks total that was done?
Yeah, that was 3 checks. Not quite the God Meyer, but I mean, for a non-go mode Meyer, that's probably one of the best Meyers you can get. Definitely say yes to that.
1 dig, 3 checks in Meyer. What is this seed?
It's a very nice seed.
Very clean, very, very clean. Helma fight from Pix there. Gets $20 for his troubles, and also a crystal.
So, if you're Pix now, where are you going from here?
Mountain.
Mountain?
Mountain.
Yeah, because they haven't got mountain. You need to get that red cane. That'll bring you down to Meyer. It's still, I think, at this point, pretty much either runner's game. Because I imagine they're doing dungeons in slightly different orders, but no one has made any real dips into places that they haven't needed to go, which is good.
Wait. Are we fake flippering to ice?
Flute? Why are you... Okay. What else do they need? They need red cane. That's the only item that you would need in here, right?
In here? Red cane.
Red cane. Yeah. That would be the only item that can be in here, because flippers can't be in here. And...
We know where cane is.
We know where cane is. Pix doesn't. Pool Float does.
I wonder if Pix is trying to save a mountain climb.
Maybe? I'm not a huge fan of this though. Just because
I mean,
it's a
I can
pendant
understand.
dungeon.
We will see IPBJ going back to 2019 with this one, but it's a clearable crystal dungeon. It is a 5/6 crystal.
Okay, yeah, okay, you're right. It is a crystal dungeon. It is a needed dungeon. But yeah, it's not going to hold your progression.
Yeah, whenever Pull Float gets in here, this would be super quick.
Yeah, because hopefully by then he'll wait till he gets the flippers. I would at least, because you know flippers can't be in here. So I imagine Pull Float is already at this point in a position where he's going to go about Ice Palace with the cane, so he'll Icebreaker. So he's already going to have a faster Ice Palace than Pix is here.
Yeah, Pull Float is going into Desert and about to be rewarded.
Getting both of those Stalfoses?
Staff, yeah. So
Staffos. Yeah. You don't see the IPBJ much anymore with Icebreaker, but yes, it is still a thing that you should know because you're not always going to have Red Cane going in here.
I feel like I've seen IPBJ more in these seeds, like in casual boot seeds, than not. I don't know why. Especially like in the harder, like in SGL mode, I've seen this a lot. Not sure, not putting any connections in there, but just saying.
But yeah, Pool Float now has his hammer. I imagine we'll see him head over to Pod.
That would be my guess.
Pod. Yeah. Where could the flippers be at this point? I mean, they could be. Ooh, they could be in anywhere in Turtle Rock, really, because Turtle Rock is full clearable.
Throwing it out there, we did not get a key. So, and ice.
Oh. Yeah, having to go around the other side here to get back there. Yes, anywhere but Ice Palace, and Swamp Palace, and Ganon's Tower. Do note that anywhere does include Ped. Not that I'm rooting for it or anything.
Also, we haven't seen Pyramid Ledge.
Yeah, that was Powder, wasn't it? Or am I mixing? Do I have Seed?
We have not seen Pyramid Ledge.
Right, because we haven't even gotten. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Powder was in K45.
Yep. Seed bleed. That's what happens when you calm multiple of these in a day.
I completely get that. I have 4 races in a row, so I understand. Couple of weeks ago, so I completely understand that.
Wait, like you were actually racing 4 in a row? That's
no.
But so far, Ice Palace isn't coming up with anything because we kind of know it can't.
I mean, Silver's maybe in here.
Maybe anything that is in here isn't leading to progression. So. That being said, if Pix does it from Pix's side, if he did find the cane in here, he knows that the cane is not in a that the cane doesn't block flippers. So that could be some information, but again.
Yeah, but we know where cane is.
Yeah. Yes, it could have the book, but again, the book we know at this point is not logically relevant. Because if the book is in here, it can't have flippers behind it, and that's really the only thing Float needs at this point is the flippers.
Yeah, flippers. The only way flippers are on tablet is if book is not in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or swamp.
Uh-oh. Pix. Yeah.
Oh.
Pix has to go back and push the block down because he doesn't have red cane.
Yeah.
The left hand, yeah, you need to get the left block side down, but... And this is why Ice Palace bombed, or not Ice Palace, but yeah.
I think Pix needed to just
long way around.
hit the block. Like, hit the switch and go back.
He couldn't. No, you need to be coming from the left-hand side with the blue switch. The blue pegs down. You can't get from down there up and flip it. It's not possible. You have to go around the long way like this. And it...
Oh, yeah. Oh. Ooh. See,
it's the reason why everyone hates Ice
Palace.
There we go. This will put Pix on the right side or the left side for pushing this block down and give him access to the boss.
Did Pix check? Did Pix get all 3 items?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. I mean, it is, again, not progression, unless it's silvers, which is not progression.
They have Butter Sword and... But they're going to have Butter Sword by the end of this. I think Pix should as well. Because it was in what, Hookshot Cave?
Believe so.
So yeah, Pix when they go up the mountain should be getting that. So they'll have Butter Sword. So silvers really is not a thing need, especially with butter.
Oh, nice double spin on that last puff there.
That was a very clean cold stare bite. Very nice. Two cutscenes at the same time. Nothing to commentate on. Dead air.
No, we're almost a runner in. Give our runners a follow. Pix and Pool Float, as they are navigating this sea that seems to be very fun.
Okay, Pix
also,
is now going up that mountain. We'll be getting their red cane.
Do we see Pix going to Hera?
No,
not right now.
No. Maybe once you get up to the top, you'll, go over there and mirror on your way to Spike Cave.
Or, and just hear me out, we go to TR.
TR, again, I said before, TR is a fully clearable dungeon after you get that red cane. So, the flippers could very well be in there as well.
How awful would it be for flippers to be in somewhere like Mimic Cave?
I don't think it would be that bad. We have the mirror, so, going through TR, well, that's someplace that we are going to check. I mean, it would require going anywhere in Death Mountain, or anywhere in Turtle Rock is just as bad as Mimic Cave at this point.
Yeah, I know.
Because you have to go in. Once you go in, you're going to be finishing it. And then you're going to head back down. But we do finally get half magic on Pig's side.
Pix probably wishes that he had that just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, that would have been a little nice.
And looks like we are going to be converging on Death Mountain because we have Full Float heading back up. I'm guessing making the TR play as well. Wait, what was that on the floating island? I did not quite see that.
I missed that as well. I'm sorry.
It's the validation. It's
the single arrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
The arrow of destiny. And we are going into TR.
Again, this is a fully clearable dungeon. In logic. Yeah. Like I said, I imagine and I hope Pool Float will stay away from Ice Palace completely until that flippers are found.
For those y'all just coming in, it is possible for flippers to be on Ped.
That is still a possibility, but unlikely. There's so many other places it could be. Including
like
Turtle
Pyramid
Rock, where
Lace.
both runners are currently going.
Or Pyramid Lace, where no one has been yet.
That would that be that feels bad man moment? Like, yeah. Don't classify. But yeah, both runners here, early in Turtle Rock still, pretty even on all accounts. That being said, Pix does have Ice Palace done.
Yeah, here's a question. If we find flippers in the front half of TR, do you mirror and go back down?
No.
No?
No, you're here. Why you should clear it. You're already in here. You know, your Turtle Rock isn't really faster to go mode by that much. Ooh, wow! How did you dodge all of those? That was.
But it made up there for opening the chest on top of the chain chomp.
Wow. Oh no. There you go. Get that anti-fairy into a real fairy.
Okay, do we gamble lava chest? Actually, I think we have. Did we find bit key?
Yeah, but you still need an item. Yeah, you're one item from go mode. I would feel a little bad skipping lava chest here. Ooh, there's the big key. Yep,
it has to be big
good.
Key.
Oh, what did it?
Yeah.
I see. I missed the first half because I had to step away for a second, but yeah. In chat, people mentioned, yeah, if you were lacking weaponry, maybe, like, if you had, like, a fighter sword or a master sword, maybe that would kind of be, but these runners have butter sword, so... Half magic, both rods.
Yeah. You have optimal equipment for it right now.
Yeah, this fight really isn't going to get any easier unless you want to go pick up that mail from Hylia Island. The red mail.
Red mail's for cowards.
Yeah. What does Mimic Cave hold for us today? We have flippers? Yeah. Nope, just a lot of money. We still have the most dense check. Dense a bit of Turtle Rock left on Laser Bridge. It's known to have progression in these seeds. For some reason, the game really likes putting things on Laser Bridge.
I don't know, especially a small key, you know? The small key that's required to finish out the dungeon.
I mean, yeah, they didn't skip lava chests. They didn't skip big chests, so that's not. It's gonna be there.
Yeah, probably vanilla.
I don't know which check is actually vanilla for that.
But as an NMG runner, I don't.
Now he hit that again. Does that make the cycle better in the last room?
I don't. I think it just have. I think it sets the pegs differently. That's all I can.
Well,
say.
yeah, I know. You're not gonna lock yourself out or anything, but
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes it better or not. I always just leave it alone. Although I think if they leave the dungeon through the safety door, does that reset the pegs? It might.
I believe so.
But it might not even matter. Which, yeah, no, just clearing from bottom to top. With some bombs. A piece of heart.
That puts full float at 13.
There's
pretty healthy.
The key
There's that
we knew had to be here. And the red boomerang. Oof.
So trash in here.
Yeah. Did we get both the compass and the map? I think there's an item still on Elmosaur himself. I guess it does make the path a little nicer going through there. Okay. Maybe I'll start hitting that switch on my way through now.
I think that's what NMG runners actually do. Because, you know, NMG runners don't check that big chest anyway.
Yeah. But hopefully will Buttersword give us a nice quick, got the switch over before, because you can't switch when those heads are exploding. Quick ice and fire head going down.
Yeah,
Buttersword makes great work of it.
This is a blink and you miss it, Tronex.
Yeah, Buttersword against Trinex is just not a fair fight for Trinex.
So we are still on a flipper's hunt.
Ooh, a bottle, yes. Turtle Rock not being the answer for us. There's really not many places left that it could be.
I imagine that we do see pull float head over to Hera. That would be my guess.
Yeah. We haven't checked Hera yet, and
we can route that into Spike Cave.
if it's not there, what other checks do we have? Do we have anything besides head?
We have, let's see, we have Pyramid Ledge, Catfish.
Pyramid Ledge and Catfish, right. We haven't checked those yet.
We have Graveyard Ledge. And Dungeons. What if it's in the top of Thieves Town, and they just did the first floor the entire time?
Oh right, we haven't actually done Thieves Town yet, so it could still be in Thieves Town.
Yeah, we just done the basement of Thieves Town.
First front, which I think we had. I don't actually remember how many checks we had. I want to say it was only 2 in the front.
Yeah, I believe so.
There's still 2 left.
Yes.
Our
with that hammer, that makes it more appealing, at least.
It does.
I do want to note that our tracker Akuhiesh is also saying that it could also be on Saha on Green Pendant.
Yeah, that's what, Desert Palace? Yep.
Yeah.
Which would probably, it's 1 check because we already got both items out of Desert. There was quite a bit of value in Desert already. Or the chances of there being even more in desert?
I don't know. We did get both items in Hera also.
Yes, we did. The pool of places where these slippers could be is dwindling fast.
I know one place it can't be, and that's GT.
No, can't be in GT.
For all you PED believers, it could be on PED.
It's becoming increasingly more likely the more checks we open. Without finding it.
I believe Pix is doing the desert play. No, they haven't been the Mire. So they're doing the Mire play.
Oh, I missed that. I was thinking they were a dungeon ahead, but no, they still haven't done Mire yet. But
No.
they'll get the about as godlike as a Mire could be while still having to check all the items. So this will be rather quick dungeon for them as well. Probably about the same amount of time that Pool Float will go in Ice Palace. So, I mean, it's still a rather close game here.
Believe we are getting the
Graveyard's Ledge.
Graveyard maybe into a Kern jump.
Why would we need to? Oh, yeah, because to get over there. I mean, would it be faster to save and quit?
If
Or
you're not,
mirror over?
I would imagine that they would do that to go check Catfish and then go down. Yeah. If that's what they're gonna do.
Not Graveyard Ledge. Yeah, they're getting the food out, so they're gonna... Yeah, imagine going down to the portal either on 5 or by the dam.
Maybe going back into Thieves.
Oh, yeah. It's another option. There's, what, 2 items there versus Catfish and Ledge. So 2 versus 2. These 2 are probably faster to get to. And yeah, if it is a PED, then this is better.
Yeah, wait, hang on. Hammer pegs! I haven't thought about that.
Has Pull Float done Magic Bat? We know it's not a Magic Bat. We've already seen a Magic Bat.
I don't think so.
Have we not?
I don't think...
I thought Pix did Magic Bat.
No, I don't think Pull Float did, so...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but we know it's not a Magic Bat. Not on Hammer Pegs either. Okay, so yeah, this into Thieves Town makes Thieves Town a much better option than doing Eastern Death Mountain or Eastern Dark World. I forgot that Pool Float hadn't done this yet.
Pix needs to hit the switch again.
Oh no. Yeah. Oops. Small time loss, not that big of a deal. I mean, although with how close this might be coming down, that might be a thing. What are you? There we go. No? Oh no! Oh!
And I just realized that yeah, Pix didn't have Powder because I don't think he's been to K45.
Oh no. That is heartbreaking there to see that. But meanwhile, Pool Float not going into Thieves Town and instead opting to go to the Ledge and Catfish. Can we get some flippers?
It's silvers.
But there's our silvers. I mean, that's a nice thing. Saves a little bit of time on Ganon.
All right.
Yep.
Catfish.
That's a nice thing to have, but no, again, not a requirement. taking an interesting route through Misery Mire here.
I think cause Pix had the big key and died, just went ahead and checked the big chest.
Yeah. I'm not too familiar with Pix here. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure how new Pix is in running here. Especially, you know, just looking at, let's look at his record quick and see how many runs he's actually done here.
All right. So we have Spike Cave, top of Thieves Town, and Ped. I think I'm not missing anything else. Cause Catfish was nothing. And Saha. We also have Saha.
Okay, so I'm being told by chat that Pix was actually in the Mentor tournament, one of the finalists. So showing great thing here, but still relatively new if they were in the Mentor tournament to the game. So I can definitely see making some of the blunders in the hidden in these dungeons. I know, you know, under the stress here, it can definitely get to you. But he seems to be recovering pretty well, and all in all is doing very well. Yes.
Okay. So here's what could happen. Just throwing this out there. About pool float in desert, get green pendant. If we go to Saha and it's nothing, we go to the Thief Sound.
Oh, she still has to be Tower of Hera.
I thought, no, that's right.
No,
Ooh.
Pix did Tower of Hera. Pool
That's
float
right.
did not. So if this ends up being nothing here on the green pendant turn in. Ooh, nice fight there.
Yeah.
From both sides, on Pig's side as well, using the combination of Butter Sword, dashing, and invulnerability from the Blue Cane, made quick work of that.
Alright, here we go. Green pendant turn in.
Meanwhile, Pix probably looks like they're heading into Thieves Town or doing Hammer Pegs. I don't think they've done Hammer Pegs yet. I think they only did Magic Bad. But yeah, clearing these dungeons, hoping to get it. This will be new checks that we've seen in.
Oh, goodness. Alright, let's head to Thieves Town anyway.
Oh boy. Oh, apparently chat's correcting us, and apparently Pool Float did do, it did do Hera. Just wasn't marked on the tracker, but that has now been fixed. So never mind.
Getting Spike Cave.
Spike Cave, yes. Meanwhile, Pix is doing the Graveyard Ledge with a few other, you know, non-pendant dungeon checks before going into the pendant dungeons. I don't blame him. You want to avoid pendant dungeons, you try to, and it makes you feel bad if it is here. Good, I guess. I don't know.
Utilizing that half magic, Pool Float is going to get blue goo. Wrong blue item.
Wrong blue item indeed. Looks like Pix is now heading back to Village of Outcasts after doing that, and hopefully we'll be heading into Thief Town and showing us some new stuff. after doing hammer pegs.
I wish we had a book that wasn't found in ice because it wasn't found in ice.
Hmm?
I wish we had a book. Oh no.
Yeah. No. What?
What if... Okay. What if it's actually on a tablet? And book is in Thieves Town.
I mean, oh, Pick still has to go to Desert Palace, so routing in a tablet look into that isn't terrible. Oh, Pix is also doing Smith Chain, which they have not done yet. Yeah.
This seat just hurts my brain right now.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Chat is pointing out name. Chat's pointing out, it could still be in the Steve Sound directly, although that is another item there, so I think there's only one item left. If I've been keeping track of my items correctly, which I hope I have. But yeah, Float still needs to go about Ice Palace, which Pix has already done. Both have already done TR. So even if it is PED, Pull Float is further along in that regard, because they have done Desert, but Desert's a pretty quick dungeon to do, so it's still not terrible. I'd still say the runners are pretty close. This here will let us know, are we going to get an item? Small key, okay, we're going to be checking the big chest.
Be funny if it's in big chest and we just say bye-bye maiden.
Yeah, right?
Bye-bye maiden.
Oh, bye-bye maiden indeed. Okay, so this is actually pretty good for Pix here, because he's gonna get that, and what?
Go straight to swamp.
Go straight to swamp. Yeah, no. Pix is actually looking pretty good here, because you're gonna get that. You're gonna go straight to swamp. That's all you have to clear. You've already done Ice Palace. Meanwhile, Pool Float still has to go through Ice Palace. So, Ice Palace and swamp. It's a go mode on both.
Oh my goodness!
This is still a race. I want to say Pix is slightly ahead still at this point.
I would beg to differ because silvers.
Yeah, I don't know how familiar Pix is with a Silverless Ganon fight, but with Buttersword, it's not terrible because it's only what 10 spins.
Yeah, but that.
Okay, yeah, come on, Pix. See this? Save and quit out. Save and quit out.
Yeah.
Yes, good boy, Pix.
Silvers is going to help with Argus, taking down Argus, and oh my goodness, this is crazy.
This is a race, guys. We got a race on our hands, and it's great, and I love it. I'm being informed, chat, that Pix is actually good at Silver's Ganon. He is familiar with it, so that's good. Again, Silver's still faster, but with Buttersword, this is like the best you can possibly hope for going up against someone with Silver's against Ganon. You know, I'm told it's 12 spins, not 10. I was wrong. But yes, Pix should definitely be in GT first at this point.
This is an execution race now. Execution and GT routing. Oh my goodness. Thought you had the pet seats psyched out.
Yeah, it was close. It was real close. But also, the runners are probably very glad that they put off doing Turtle Rock or Thieves Town until getting that hammer. Yeah, both of them here go-moding this dungeon. Which, you know, skipping left side, anytime you can skip left side is good.
Yeah, Delvin, for pull float, doesn't even have to open anything. He's got all the equipment he needs.
Yeah, we might see Pix open a few chests if he does the diver down version. We might see those two. We might see the waterfall one. Anything that is directly on the way we'll probably see.
So that'll probably come into account for Tom as well.
Yeah, anything that takes less than a second or two to open, we might see. But yeah, doing too many of those could put you behind in this particular way here.
All right, we have our first Argus fight here.
Okay, come on, get a good diver down, Pix. You got this. Nicely done. First try, very pleasant. You're gonna open these, hope for silvers, not gonna find them.
Yep, and here's the silver advantage I was just talking about. Pull float, one shot to Argus, and Argus is down.
Again, Buttersword does make up that difference a little bit.
Yeah, if Pigs can get the Fire Rock quick kill, that will save some time. But now, Pull float still has a whole nother dungeon to do. Given it's Ice Palace, we have Icebreaker. Slightly
that's still a few minutes. That's still a few minutes, and Pix is going to have that time to Ganon's Tower all by himself. Ooh, come on, Pix. Just go with the slashes. It's good. Breathe, buddy. You got this.
Okay, there's a swap to Fire Rod.
Nicely done.
Quick kill.
Very well done, Pix.
Oh, Pull float, go, leave.
Pull float, what do you... You don't need that, pull float.
Maybe getting the big key so I don't have to hit the switch. Because if that's a big key, you don't have to hit the switch.
Yeah, but... We'll see what he does here. Okay, yep, not doing the switch.
Oh, we have 7 crystals.
We do. And Pix is getting some safeties. Don't blame him here. You don't want to mess this up. But there's a game that we love to play here. We need a certain big key to get up Ganon's Tower, and there are 22 possible locations that big key could be. Get your guesses in chat, and you could win fake internet points that don't really matter. There's no bot. It died a while ago, and no one has bothered to revive it.
I don't know if we can get a poll in chat for, I guess, left side or basement, or left or right basement, but...
Let me see if I can pull up something.
I'm gonna say 6. What are you gonna say?
There we go. Go. Got it. Get your predictions in. Hurry. Go. I'm gonna go with 1. I want 1. Just real quick, you know. Nice, easy.
No, for Pig's sake, I'm saying 6 because Pig's name is Pig 6. See, here's that big key what I was talking about for... What? Never mind. Got the big key, just going straight on down. Gonna use that can Samaria.
Yep.
And drop
nice
that
and
block.
easy and fast. Go mode Ice Palace is good, especially when you have Icebreaker. Dazed, feel free to pick. I'll get the prediction. You spend your points. I'll end it. Although I'm realizing now with stream delay, you probably didn't get that message in time. Oh well.
Alright, 1 sticks. 2. We have to go left side. Three is more trash. Heading to 4. Another $5. 5. Five. It's the big key. So if you guess 5 or odd, congratulations, you got some internet points that don't really matter. Just like Who's Line. Alright, so we have one runner heading into the gauntlet as Pull Floats is heading over to GT.
Okay,
Let's see if
5, right?
What? That's 5.
Odd number, go! There we go. Yay, points!
Oh, Pig's using Ether in probably the only room where it's useful. Oh. As Pull Float is going now to the left. Ooh, nice zero cycle there from Pix.
Really good fight, indeed.
There's Pull Float getting there. Bit key. Looking for that second key so it makes the climb easier, not having to kill those mini Helmas upstairs. Pix is in the best rooms of the game. Just drop a Samaria block and take out these wish ropes. Did Pix get a potion?
Pix has 2.
Okay.
Right? They before they went up the climb, they grabbed 2 2 blue potions from the shop. I don't think I've seen him use it yet. But with the 3... Oh, still looking for silvers, I guess. Those are 2 rather quick checks.
Yeah. Don't have powder, so they will have to use a potion. Unless they want to waste all their magic in here. And, fake powder.
I would rather, yeah, I mean, you don't... You've got Blue Mail, Hearts, Butter Sword. I imagine using a powder or using a potion here wouldn't be that big a deal. Before
Yeah. We'll probably see this checked. Hey, there's our book!
The most logically irrelevant place in the possible that could happen in a seed.
Alright, there's our use of potion.
Yup, not surprised there, but good time to use it. You know, don't want to die on this climb. That's bad. Similarly good fight from Pool Float. Oh, wait, I missed one. Almost as good as fight from Pool Float. On Moldorm 2, or Land Moltres 2.
Oh, Chad bringing up a good point. Hits could check Pyramid Ledge before dropping in the cannon.
He could. I don't know if I would have thought of that. We'll see if Pix thinks of that. Satisfied with Wizard. Oh, he missed one. No. Meanwhile, Pix taking his agronometry lessons over here. Ooh, nice double.
Right.
Finish it off.
And now we're getting ready to fight the big pig.
And this is still, I believe at this point, Pix's game to lose. That being said, Ganonfall could choose the outcome. It's still anyone's game. We'll see. Is he picking?
Yep.
Nope, just going
All
right
straight
in. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought about doing that check.
Yeah, race setting, I probably wouldn't have either.
Now, maybe if you fall, you might, on the way up, think about it. Especially if this hit says in the Dark World. Because that's what this hit is going to say, in the Dark World, I believe.
Yeah, it will. Some of that Butter Sword, get an easy 1-in-1.
Oh, yeah. I mean, said, you are on 1 heart, dude. Drink that potion. You're making me nervous.
I'll probably see Pix drinking it right before the last hit or something. But he's got Lamp out.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I will say, I have seen races won because the runner just did not drink the potion and decided to stay on 1 heart.
Oh, but yeah, I understand, but I hate it. I do, I really do hate it. Come on, Pigs, you got this. Doing good. That was what, 3 or 4?
I think
5?
4 or 5. Oh, Full Float is about to drop in the Ganon himself.
Don't fall. Don't fall. Don't get hit. Don't take a Ganon.
Don't get
We're
hit.
bad hit. Don't do
Get
it.
hit.
Oh.
If there's ever a time to use a phrase butt clencher, it's probably this right here.
Mm-hmm. As Pool Float only about a minute behind him.
Oh, we have a
And
kill.
he goes down.
Just don't
GG.
fall from the 1x3 bridge.
Get your GGs ready in chat. Pix is about to walk across the most dangerous 1x3 bridge in Hyrule and finishes with an official race time.gg time of 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 17 seconds. GG's.
Oh my goodness.
GG's indeed. Yes.
GG to Pigs. Oh my goodness. And Pool Float is almost
there.
almost.
We have both runners. Looks like they will be interviews. Let's wait though for Pool Float to finish here, and we'll just bring them both in at the same time, because I imagine Pool Float is gonna be finishing this. Yeah.
Oh no, Silvers. Once we weakness.
Oh, this.
Gets the torch glitch.
Ooh, nice.
One
double.
more arrow.
And
Straight to the silver pig, and there it is. Get those GGs in chat for Pool Float. Just got to cross that 1x3 bridge. And Pool Float will finish with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour 39 minutes 25 seconds. Get those GGs in chat.
And we are in fact joined by both runners. GG picks Pool Float. That was a race.
GG's. We were talking about the flippers a little bit in the waiting room.
Oh man. Pix, I just gotta say, because we just watched it, you're making us nervous with that one heart there.
Yeah, this is the first time I've done Ganon in a competitive race in a couple months, and gets your heart pumping.
Yeah, you had a blue potion still, right? Am I not wrong? You still had one?
No, I burned it right before Aga 2.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I missed the second usage. Oh, I thought you had a potion. I was like, drink the potion, man.
No, I was just like, I don't have it, but I mean, nobody ever dies to Phase 4 Ganon, right?
Famous last words, but you didn't. So, hey, last words that won a race.
Right? Also, Pool Float is here too. Hi, Pool Float. We're not ignoring you.
Hello, everyone, and GG picks. That was, boy, was that quite a race.
Oh.
Yeah, GG's. Where were the silvers?
Silvers were on Pyramid.
Yeah, you could have just jumped down and gotten them. But I do have a question for you, Pix. So, so you're in the mentor tournament. I helped you out some. How did you feel about finding the big key in 5?
Yeah, I mean, it felt pretty good.
But it wasn't 6.
No, wasn't 6, but could have been if I had gone the other way around the room, I guess.
But I just had to make a play on your name, but oh my goodness. So
it was looking like it might be an Aga seed there for a minute to get access to the pod area. Because that hammer took you guys a while to find.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about doing Aga right after Eastern, because you had the sword, you had the moon pearl, and you had the lamp. And I wanted to play aggressively, but I thought Aga before South Shore is a little too aggressive, and then when I have the flute and the glove, and it's easy to start running around and cleaning some stuff up. So I fortunately backed off of it.
Just to point out, we're now seeing on the new stream that Bombos was on Ped, so this was almost a Ped seed. Like, it was still almost a Ped seed, but Bombos had been required. We were hoping there at the end. Like, it got real close down there to find those slippers.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think it, as much as I would not have liked to last location them, I'm glad that I dipped out of Thieves Town without going to the back early on, because I mean, it was a last location with the exception of the pet anyway, but I mean, it would have absolutely been hard last location if I had already beaten it. I'm like, no, I'm not going back in there. So,
you guys both did that, actually. You guys noped out as soon as you got the front done, and you were like, nope, I'm just gonna wait till I have the hammer to come back in here, especially with it being a Pendant dungeon. Don't blame you guys for that. That was 100% the correct choice in this seed.
We were both talking about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good. We were both talking about it in the waiting room. If it had been a crystal, we both said we were 100% going to the back and finishing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, it just got to where, I changed up my routing from like, if anyone's watched me when casual boots before, I changed up my routing a little bit with respect to, typically I would have done, especially with boots, I would have done South Shore before Eastern, but after CAC, I'm like, this is screaming that I should go to Eastern. And and it sounds like we both did that, but I'm like, you know what? Let's go to Eastern, and then it's like, oh, and now this seed is screaming Aga, but no, I'm doing South Shore, and then I was saved by the mitts. I'm like, all right, no Aga.
I don't remember if Pix did Aga before Eastern or not, or South Shore before Eastern. I mean,
no, they both went straight to Eastern.
Yeah, which again, when you have the lamp and the bow, it's like, and it's a crystal dungeon. There's almost no better time to do it. I mean, maybe if you could route it with pod, but
yeah, I mean, Eastern wise, we had the fire rod, so it was in logic to beat it as long as the key wasn't vanilla. But let's be honest, at this point, who doesn't know how to do the Eastern dark rooms, and who won't do it even if lamp wasn't there? So, I'm like, yeah, I'm going there first. And
this is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, lamp usually just informs my decision on if I want a 50-50 the big key chest. Normally I go for it. I decided not to today, and I think that was probably my last location.
Right, you did skip that, didn't you?
Yep, that was our first area of divergence, actually, this entire seed.
Yeah.
There's a piece of heart. You didn't miss anything.
Somewhat near the end there, Pix, you decided to sequence break into Ice Palace. What was the thought behind that versus going somewhere that was in logic? Because at that point, I don't believe anything could have been in there logically. You just trying to do a dungeon you could have done, a crystal dungeon?
So I didn't have the cane yet. And so I was kind of thinking, I was like, all right, this kind of chains nicely. We get hammer over here. We probably get cane and pod. Then I can just I can take that down into ice. And I actually didn't realize I didn't have the flippers yet the first time I jumped in. But
yeah.
that after I full cleared ice and got the cane on the mountain and realized like I was in flippers go mode, that's when I kind of started to panic. So some of that late game route was kind of me just thinking, what would I do last? What are the worst places here? And so that's why after I finish up on the mountain and do mire, then I go, okay, I'm gonna do Graveyard Ledge. That's a pretty bad spot. Purple Chest is pretty bad. Hammer Pegs is pretty bad. Back of Thieves is pretty bad. So it was because I didn't have a good Ice Palace. So it was because I threw a lot of the time away there in Ice Palace, taking a route I'm not used to taking through ice, and having to backtrack a little bit. I kind of had seeded a lot of time there, and then also died in mire. So that's when I started pushing the locations I thought would be the best situation for me.
Yeah, you got. I'm gonna say you got a little lucky there, because down by the end we had two locations that could have been the Thieves Town or Ped, and if it would have been Ped, then this would have been a very different game.
And that's like I started to get like I was telling Pix before it just I got the like I said earlier, I got the feeling it was going to be an Agaseed, and then we were safe from that. I'm like, I've done a couple restreams, I've watched some races. I'm like, all right, these Sahabot lately has been known for giving just some really wacky seeds. So I started prepping for it to be a pendant seed. I'm like, all right, let's go dip Hera, because I haven't done it and I can clear it with with Herapot. So I cleared that. I'm like, all right, now let me clean up Desert, and then this way, if it's in Thieves Town, I'm in go mode. If it's not, I can pull the Ped.
Yeah, and that's really where this would have, if again, one difference there. If it was on Ped, then it would have been different finishing order, because you did have those other two dungeons finished, and you got to
Felt
go
really
on
nice
Palace, which was nice.
Yeah, go mode Ice and Swamp felt really nice.
Which Pix didn't get to do, but Also, Pix didn't do any of the Pendant dungeons, so front of desert, but obviously it was required.
Yeah.
Pretty even trade-off there.
Yeah, in terms of
Yeah.
time, it was just about dead even.
Yeah, I saw the
Only a minute
collection
difference.
rates. It looked like we were within about 10 checks of each other. So
Yeah.
So
For the
just
most
throwing it
part,
out there.
good.
I was
Good
gonna say
run for you guys.
next week is Pilot Spoiler. Are y'all doing the piloting? Are y'all doing the run-in? Are y'all gonna be in it? Or what?
Are you still not decided yet?
You want to go first on that one, Pix?
sure. It's kind of TBD for our team. I know I'm running one week. We're still trying to figure out our piloting situation, but I think you guys saw how I route today, so I may not be the best choice for a pilot for our team. So
I know for us, we're actually sticking with the same method we did last year, which is one of our team members who's in chat, Kucheri. He's going to be piloting both myself and NY Rambler. Of course, NY Rambler, I don't know if he's watching because he, had this little thing known as getting married this past weekend, so he's a little busy.
He was in chat
Oh,
earlier. I did see. I'm fairly certain I saw him earlier in chat, so
yeah.
I think he is here.
I know that Rambler was in chat.
Congratulations, Rambler.
So, congrats, Rambler.
You're here and not somewhere else, like you should be. But dedicated to Rando, I guess.
Well, to be fair, I don't know what time zone he's in. I don't know where they are on their honeymoon. So if he traveled a few hours back, it might not be that bad right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kuchiri will be piloting the two of us.
Well, next week is going to be definitely a very interesting week. Testing both, execution and routing abilities of two different people at the same time. And I look forward to seeing how you guys do.
Any final thoughts from y'all on the seed?
Go ahead, you can go first, Pix.
No, just thank you guys for the restreams. Thanks, comms, trackers, our restreamer. Hope everyone that watched enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'll definitely echo those sentiments for the last minute pickup of the restream. Yoinker's wife, greatly appreciate that, and then of course Kono and Mocha jumping in on comms, and I cannot pronounce the tracker's name. I'm so sorry. Did anyone want to cover that one for me?
Akuhish.
Thank you.
Ako.
Thank you.
I already forgot. I'm so bad. I'm terrible.
Akuhish. Thank you, and sorry about that. I figured I would ask instead of butcher. But I mean, honestly, the seed, it felt like the gambles were paying off early, and then it was just the last location flippers. I mean, it hurt both of us.
It
But
did.
I'm at least like hearing that that Pix didn't beat the Pendant dungeons. Then I'm glad that with Go Mode Ice and Swamp, with my newly learned tricks of Icebreaker and Diver Down from that I didn't have last season. I really love the fact that I was able to close the gap so much, because I saw right as I finished, I put up the restream, and I saw he was already into the gauntlet, and I'm still opening GT. So I'm glad I was able to close it.
Oh yeah, no, you did really good for clearing the extra dungeons. It was a good race all around, but Rando is going to be random, and there is luck involved on top of good routing and other things.
Yes, there
because
is.
luck is a skill.
Not to say Pix didn't do a good job. You did a good job with routing too. Like, there wasn't anything really wrong with anything you did. It's just you get lucky too sometimes.
Yeah.
Again, GG to our runners. Please give them a follow if you enjoyed what you saw here tonight. We do have another race coming up at 11:10.
Yeah, just in about an hour here.
Yeah, between Tipsy Tavern, Toasters, and Amish Paradise. Great Corvette versus Dapper Wormman. Will be right here, so just come back here at 11:10. And then we have matches tomorrow at 1:10 here. I'm not going to try to pronounce these names. But it's Angels versus Tail, and then tomorrow night at 9:10 we have Key Sports versus Fan Friends, which is Sorcerer Finch versus Windfox. So
Which is my
come back
teammate.
here
Good-
for
good
more
luck.
rando action. Again, give our runners a follow. Give our restream crew a follow. Give Kono a follow. Give Akuhish a follow. Give Yonkers' wife a follow for graciously restreaming this race tonight. Yeah. Close us out, Kono.
I think you pretty much just did that. So I'm just gonna wish everyone a good night and have a good rando.